Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog today. Another early morning for me. It's about a little before 6 o'clock. Headed into the office. Looks like we got some more rain last night. It was not a lot, but it was enough. And then it's a little warm today. It was like it's almost 60 degrees. It's kind of weird. Yesterday it was in the 40s when I got up that morning. But today it's in the 60s. Got a little rain. Got some overcast with a little bit of fog. Kind of hazy. Not really foggy, but definitely hazy. Something a little bit different from what we've had this year so far. I think it's a little welcomed change. I kind of like it. I just wish it was a little cooler, but we'll just make do, I guess. Well, as I mentioned last night, I'm going to put a video together on my full thoughts and a full review of the MacBook Pro. I'm going to put that together this weekend. I might shoot some of it tomorrow, but I'm going to post something this weekend about it. I just think that a lot of people are out there looking for stuff like that right now. And also, the one vlog last week that I had with the unboxing and my first thoughts has actually done better than I thought, as far as views are concerned, and I've got some comments and stuff on it. So I'm surprised, to be honest. Didn't think that it was going to generate, I mean, it's not a lot of traffic by any means, but didn't think it was going to generate that kind of traffic. So, you know, all the rest of my vlogs, you know, there's only a few views on each one, but that one has quite a few. So obviously people are looking for that. So I'm gonna put a full review in there this weekend. Way home. Just finished my day. I decided to try something new with my mount that I used when I mount my camera in the car. So I'm just giving it a shot and see how it works. I had it set up on this side of the car here for a couple of days and kind of liked that look, and thought I'd just kind of test out a couple of different ways I can mount it. It might be a little shaky. I don't know. We'll see how the footage looks after I record it, but let me know what you guys think, and maybe we'll run with it. I definitely don't feel that well. I woke up this morning feeling better than I did yesterday, but then as the day went on, as it progressed through the day, I started to feel pretty crappy. I still don't feel any worse than I did yesterday, but you know, compared to how I woke up this morning, I'm just sluggish is really the biggest problem. Most of the congestion is gone in my sinuses, which is nice, which means I don't have that headache anymore. So we'll just kind of go by that. Maybe try and get some sleep tonight. Probably end the vlog a little early. Try and get in bed, get a decent amount of sleep. So we'll see. Every time I try and plan to do that, it never really works out the way I expect it to. So, relatively productive day. I had a little challenge today. I'm going to be honest. There was a point this morning where I just didn't feel like being very positive. And, you know, I had to take a step back. I had to stop and kind of think through it a little bit. The problem is I'm in a position where I am support for our leadership. You know, the problem we have is most of our leadership and most of the groups that they put a presentation together to present to customers and things like that, they're not very savvy when it comes to presentation software like PowerPoint and Keynote. So a lot of times the the information that they put in there is not very good. So my boss is usually asking me to make it better, and I don't have a problem making it better. I like it when I can be a part of helping our company put our best foot forward when we're doing presentations, especially in front of customers and other business partners that work on the leases with us. So I ended up getting derailed this morning, having to work on this particular project, and it took me all morning, basically till lunch. So I was a little bummed about that. To be honest, I felt a little irritated because, I have a saying that obviously I keep to myself, but lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. And I know that sometimes that can be sort of a bad way to take things, but when you have deadlines and responsibilities for the projects you're working on for other people, and then someone else comes in and tries to leapfrog the priorities you have for their priority, and then fully expect you to do that one instead of the one you promised from someone else, it gets a little irritating, because then that other person comes to me and says, well, why haven't you finished that yet? Well, so-and-so did this, and so I seem to get caught in the middle a lot of times. So let's just say this morning I had a difficult time being positive. And I know that one of my big goals this year, I want to be positive all the time. I'm going to try and be positive as often as I can. So I had to take a step back. I had to walk out of that person's office, and I had to go sit down for a minute, kind of decompress, and look at the bright side of it. I get the opportunity to help someone who's in need. I get the opportunity to make that person look good when they were asked to do a presentation that they're not really comfortable with putting together. So, I found the bright side in the whole thing, and ended up being able to be a very positive thing. They were very excited when it was completed. They were, so even though it was frustrating, I got the opportunity to help someone, and that's what you need to do. You gotta look for opportunities to help people, and as often as it gets really, really difficult to do, sometimes you just have to put all of your feelings aside, and you just gotta go for it. So with that, put down in the comments down below. Let me know what you've had to deal with recently. Maybe there's maybe there's a coworker that you've had to deal with, or there's a family member or something where you've had to be the better person. You've had to deal with the frustration that you've got, and how did you overcome that frustration to where you could be positive about it and look forward to helping that person. So put down in the comments what your thoughts are on that, and I'd love to have a discussion with it. Well, just got home. I did go to the store, and I experienced something at the store that help solidify what I'm trying to do and being positive. A guy was standing in line in front of me, and he was at one of those self-checkouts, and he was standing there for a while, because I was standing there for a while, and he goes up and he goes to start paying, and the line is card only, no cash. So all he had was cash. So he got pissed off and started screaming and yelling, and then decided to throw the products that he was going to be using onto the ground, and cursed a bunch of explicitives all the way out the store. So I couldn't do anything but laugh, to be honest, because you can get upset, but does it really call for like throwing the products on the floor and screaming and yelling and using explicitives? I mean, now I'm gonna say I'm guilty of throwing a little tantrum here and there whenever something doesn't quite go my way. But if that's what I looked like, I ain't doing that no more. For sure. So, just it doesn't pay to get upset, because it doesn't accomplish anything. And I'm learning that along the way. And I just want all of you guys to understand that, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do everything I can to be that way. and be positive and just go with the flow. So I challenge all of you guys to do the same thing the next time something doesn't quite go your way. Well, as you can see behind me, it is dark. It's really nasty. It looks like it's getting ready to start raining. I don't feel very good, but I am still going to go on my walk because it seemed like I felt really good yesterday morning when I got up, and I did a pretty intense walk last night. So I'm just going to keep going and do the same thing. So I'm going to walk for, I don't know, about 30 minutes, and I'm going to see how close to 3 miles I can get